green promise means to me that I will have fun in 4-H.
The green promise reminds me of our 4-H emblem. The green stands for growth and the white for purity.
To me, the green promise means that 4-H is going to help me succeed in whatever I'm doing.
The green promise to me means that my 4-H leader will get me involved in as much as possible.
The green promise means that my leader has the most up-to-date information to guide me in my project work.
The green promise means to me being one person for all people. Because in this lifetime, we have to be there for everyone. Youth, adults, no matter what comes, what may. I decided a long time ago that God gave me the opportunity to serve and be a servant and to be served. Therefore, my promise is to be all that you can be.
In 4-H, the 4-H's stand for head, heart, hands, and health, which represent emotional, cognitive, social, and physical development of youth. As a volunteer specialist, we do all that we can to make sure that our volunteers are equipped to meet those developmental needs of
kids. The green promise means to me to help keep our environment so that we'll be able to use it for years to come.
The green promise to me means that as the county 4-H agent, I will do all that I can to make sure that the youth that I work with develop great life skills and they grow into successful and productive adults. And that way our whole community will benefit and will always be living green.
The green promise to me is making a difference in a child's life.
The green promise means that by working with youth, I can make a difference.
The green promise means to me that I can help 4-H youth development move from the 20th to the 21st century.
The green promise means that I can learn to help equip youth of today learn to become the employees that employers are looking for.
Oklahoma is proud to host the 2012 Southern Region Volunteer Forum, and we look forward to providing an exciting and educational experience. The forum objectives will be to prepare for a 21st century 4-H program which provides volunteers and educators the skill sets employers are seeking in the workforce.
Our green promise is to guide volunteers and educators in the advancement of educational experiences and learning how to provide an environment for creative growth and encouraging opportunities for innovation through 4-H.
The forum workshops and programming will focus on the skills necessary for working with youth who need to be lifelong learners, as well as creative and innovative in the workplace and in life.
We want volunteers to become more effective in facilitating 4-H project work that teaches youth how to think rather than what to think. Through 4-H educational experiences, the head will be the focus for developing and applying the life skills of critical thinking, problem solving, and learning to learn.
We promise you will be provided with experiences which will encourage you to create an environment for practical use of creative ideas. Use of the 4-H experiential learning model is a great means for generating ideas, making connections, and developing the imagination. Through 4-H educational experiences, the heart will be the focus for developing and applying the life skills of nurturing relationships and social skills.
Our third green promise is that volunteers will return with a greater respect for how to provide opportunities for youth to make a difference in their families, home, school, and community through the successful blending of new and useful ideas. Through 4-H educational experiences, the hands and the health will be the focus for developing and applying the life skills of responsible citizens, self-responsibility, and mastering the life skills of self-management and self-esteem.
Based on the top 3 topics of the 2011 Forum Survey, in-depth tracks of training will be offered in the areas of food science, visual arts, and natural learner, better known as environmental awareness. Participants will receive 6 to 8 hours of focused training, as well as hands-on experience. Enrollment will be limited in each track, but of course, a variety of quality workshops in the traditional manner will still be offered.
Plus, we'll bring the fresh edition of Innovative You, a showcase of professionals, artisans, and youth entrepreneurs that hone their crafts in the 4-H program.
Charcoal paper with the...
He's always been an artist, sometimes a struggling artist, but in the late 90s, Marty Coleman was at a low point.
Kind of a little bit depressed.
He was out of work and he wasn't drawing at all, but he would get up early in the morning and make a sack lunch for his 3 teenage daughters. One day, he decided to draw something on their napkins. That's how it started.
Every morning I'd pick up a quote book. I'd try and think of a good quote for that day.
Sometimes he borrowed a quote, sometimes he came up with his own.
Sometimes they were just funny, cute things, and they were little love notes or something, but oftentimes they were really kind of profound ideas I wanted them to consider.
He did that day after day, and lunch after lunch, his daughters learned to expect it.
Definitely.
Time is a great teacher. Unfortunately, it kills all its pupils.
Oh no, you were weird.
It was a way for me to communicate with my daughters.
He wasn't the kind of dad that said, this is the way you need to think, this is what you need to believe.
I didn't just do heavy ideas.
I
did funny stuff a lot. What this country needs is more unemployed politicians.
For months, drawing those disposable pieces of artwork was Marty's only artwork.
And I thought they were being thrown away, which, you know, they obviously were. They're napkins. You wipe your face with them and off they go.
But Marty didn't know his daughters very well. They didn't just toss them aside. They meant something more.
I think it showed that he really cared about us.
One Father's Day, his girls hid his presents around the house.
And there in the drawer was this napkin, and it said Happy Dad's Day, and underneath it was the entire set of napkins for the entire year.
His middle daughter, Connie, had saved them all.
It was just the greatest thing. It was just the greatest gift. I was just, you know, completely overwhelmed by it. All these things I thought were lost were here, were there, in front of me. I cried. I cried.
When Marty realized the napkins meant so much to his daughters, he thought other people might like them too.
They could have a new life beyond the first life of them being for my daughters.
So he put his napkins on the internet.
And it got thousands and thousands of hits.
He uploads a new napkin every day.
It's awesome that that he's able to do the same thing for so many other people.
Thinking deliberately about your life. That's what I want the napkins to help people do.
One thing's for sure, Marty looks at napkins differently now. To him, they're like a blank canvas. He definitely doesn't use them to wipe his face.
It's funny though, even a blank napkin, I'll look at it and say, oh, I better not wipe. Oh wait, it's blank, I can do that.
This napkin dad never dreamed what he started when he was out of a job would end up becoming his job.
It's funny how certain things prepare you for certain things.
Marty says if one napkin could sum up his story, he thinks it would be this one.
Life is much more unexpected than I expected.
On the road in Glenpool, Jana Clark, Fox 20.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
So are you ready to make the promise?